You gotta quit checking your portfolio, guys. You really do. You gotta get out there and touch grass whenever you can. You can't let crypto take over your life. You need to spend some time out in the real world, enjoy nature, do something beautiful, get out there and quit thinking about your bags 24/7. I promise you, there is a direct correlation between how much you're staring at your phone, looking at your Phantom Wallet app, looking at your Coinbase app. There's a direct correlation between how much you're doing that and how many mistakes you're gonna make, and you're gonna fuck up your portfolio. I remember when I was getting started. I remember being down the first $1,000 in my portfolio and thinking like, oh man, did I make a mistake? Like, oh man, is this the wrong move? Was crypto really a scam this whole time? And I say just $1,000, but at the time when I was getting started, that was a lot. Being down 1,000, I was like, holy crap, I may have made a mistake here. Flash forward to the market crash between like February and March, we're just now getting a recovery pump, but those last couple months when the market was nuking, I'm talking we're down multiple six figures, right? We're down 200K easily. And it's just, I'm not even emotional about it anymore. Why? Because I'm not sitting there staring at my phone nonstop, looking at the red screen. I'm not looking at the red numbers on the charts. I'm not looking at the green numbers either, getting excited when things are pumping. There's too many of you guys that are getting emotional, whether it's a little bit down, a little bit up, or even when it's big swings up or down. There's too many people that are just too glued to their phone and their emotions are completely controlled and enslaved to their portfolio. You guys need to be investing. We're investing because we're not traders. We're not here to watch the charts every single day to try to guess if it's going up or down. We're here for the long term, right? That's why you're choosing quality, long-term assets. Your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, Solana, maybe you got some SUI on there, guys. But we're investing in quality projects we believe in because we don't want to be stuck to our phone nonstop. We don't want to be worried about if this asset's going to go to shit. If you believe in the vision long-term, you won't need to be looking at it day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute. So did I notice this big crash that we had? Yes, I did, obviously. But I wasn't really looking at particular numbers in particular. I have all my stuff separated across different wallets, so I have an idea of how much I was down, but I didn't add up all the damage. I didn't want to see those big numbers. I didn't want it to weigh on me. I'm sure you guys can relate. The first time you're losing some money, it's a sickening feeling. It's sickening when the market's down like that, But I can't relate to the people that sell at the bottom. If you sell at the bottom, you're locking in those losses. Those dips are when you want to be buying as aggressive as possible. Guys, I was buying that dip. I was loading up on ETH, Bitcoin, and Solana. I wasn't loading up on super risky plays either because honestly, I thought we were going to go sideways, maybe a little farther down for longer, but I did full port more ETH, more Solana. Bitcoin is always a no-brainer. Bitcoin, any price I will buy any day of the week. Again, I bring up my sample portfolio. I have the 2025 portfolio of Bitcoin. It's just a $100 Bitcoin buy every week. I think it's on Tuesdays maybe. It's just every week from when I started it, beginning of the year, and it's still up like 13% on average. Just buying into Bitcoin every week, not thinking about it, not worrying about the price, whether it was at all-time high. When I started in January, it was at all-time high. But its price goes up, its price goes down. When we have that 75K entry, that was beautiful. It's still just $100, just showing you what DCA looks like. Up 13%. My buddy that had been getting into crypto, he's kind of new, getting green. I was telling him 75K was a big buy zone, and he wasn't emotional about it, and he bought the dip, and he's up 25% right now, just buying Bitcoin. He's not really interested in getting all the risky and the other shit, the layer ones, layer twos, all that stuff. He's not really worried about it. Just wants to buy some Bitcoin. Can't blame him. It's funny because he's kind of new to the investing scheme, and I asked him too, I was like, okay, so how's the stocks? Because he's kind of new to stocks, right? He's got a bunch of money on the side. He's been hustling, grinding. He wants to start investing. So he's been allocating a bunch of stocks like, everyone tells you to do. And I was like, hey, there's this Bitcoin thing. So he finally got started. And yeah, he's up 23% on his Bitcoin. Guess how his stocks are doing? He's up 0.6%. 0.6. If that's what he averages over the course of this year, I just gave him 50 years of progress in 6 months. Now, I think stocks will continue to perform well. They'll do good. He'll make more than 0.6% this year. But he's just kind of like, maybe you're right. Maybe there's something to this whole Bitcoin thing. Maybe stocks are outplayed. S&P 500 who? My point being is that he's new to crypto, and he wasn't letting his emotions affect him. And he immediately agreed with him after I've showed him, both in hindsight and what was happening, that when the market's tanking and going red, you should almost be happy because it gives you a chance to do what you should have done the first time and buy more. He was like, kind of don't like when it goes up. And when it goes up, you do like it because your money starts pumping, right? It's a good thing. But then you're like, fuck. It's going to be hard to get more money in now. Now I got to buy higher. So You know, it's good that he's learning the correct way to feel. When it's green, ah, damn it, wish it had a little more time down there at the bottoms. And when it's red, down low, just be happy. Money signs for eyeballs. Buy, buy, buy. And you know, in our private community, I called, what was it, like a day or two before the pump to get in, get long, get spot. Now, paid off well. He listened, bought a bunch of Bitcoin, boom, he's up. Now, am I always going to call it that perfect? No. And honestly, I thought we were going to go sideways for longer. I was just calling to get full long, leverage your positions into, you know, borrow a little USDC, throw it in a liquidity pool so you can cash flow for a couple months while things go sideways, or you're positioned for the upside. And things did go up, and they went up crazy. It's beautiful. I'm telling you, when in doubt, zoom out. Invest in quality assets only. Your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Solana, those are your major three. The three majors in crypto. And throw a little Sui in there. That's my wild card, my favorite layer one, the competitor to Solana. I think it's going to do great things this cycle, and it already has. This dip gave us $1.80, and it's back up to $4 again right now. Guys, at $10, I have to get a Sui tattoo, and I'm not excited for that, but I am excited for the money I'm going to make if/when Sui hits $10. There's a bunch of people out here taking photos and stuff, but it is beautiful. Guys, you need to get outside. You need to live your life. The whole reason you're in crypto is so that you can live life, right? You're working your job to make money. You're using crypto to multiply that wealth and that money you've saved on the side. So you shouldn't be at your computer all day, every day, or you're just replacing one job with another job. The goal is to multiply your wealth, guys. Money is just stored, saved up time and energy. And we're taking that, we're trying to multiply it. I'm trying to take 3 years of hard work, invest in the market, and turn that into 30 years of hard work. Feel what I'm saying? I don't want to retire at 65. I want to retire at 35, 30, 40. If I can leave you with anything, only invest in what you believe in and just let it go. Let it do its thing. Everyone says only invest what you can afford to lose, but you guys are so anal about staring at your screens and watching it second to second. It doesn't matter. If you're here for the bull run, stay for the bull run. Why are you here for the little ups and downs? Why are you doing it to yourself? Why are you stressing yourself out? You're making yourself sick. You're staring at your phone. You're not talking to your friends and your family at dinner. You're hermiting away. Maybe you're reclusing. I know what it's like. You need to switch your mentality and not watch it so much. And when you are down some money, because crypto is volatile as fuck, right? When you are down because it's volatile, you can laugh about it. Never been down that kind of money before, right? But that volatility is why we like crypto fundamentally, because that volatility to the downside also has volatility to the upside. And that's where if you buy that fear when things are down 30% and you buy that big dip, you make so much money. When everyone else is selling at the all-time bottom, you make so much money. Guys, we're back at 105K Bitcoin right now. Literally 1 month ago, we were at $74,000 of Bitcoin, up like 30-something%. Oh, it's so easy, guys. So easy, you just can't fuck it up. You can only fuck it up by getting over involved. If you guys just, again, the sample 2025 portfolio, $100 a week into Bitcoin, do it at whatever scale you want to. If it's $1,000 a week, if it's $50 a week, if it's $10 a week. If you just do it every week and you don't even think about it, maybe you won't make as much as if you're perfectly buying the tops and maybe skimming some profit off the top. If you're perfectly buying the bottoms and skimming some profit off the top, maybe you won't make as much as that. But we're still up 13% for the year. And I just showed you my buddy that's investing in stocks. He has made 0.6% this year. And his Bitcoin portfolio I got him in is up 25. Quit overcomplicating it. Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be. Just be here for the long term. I'm not here for another 9 to 5, and you shouldn't be either.